Hey there guys, it's me again, the Silver Potato, and welcome back to another video. I haven't uploaded one in quite a while. That's because I am what's the word? Busy, right? No, that's not it. Lazy. Yes, I am lazy. Okay, so we've got this up and running. Let's begin this video. It's going to be a very interesting video, I think. At least it's my video. I should be thinking it's interesting, otherwise that would be pretty weird. But what I'm going to do in this video, it's going to be a bit different than all the other videos. The other videos, I showcased a small build, a farm that can help you tons in your survival world, if you ask me. But I think we're gonna have a little change in this video. It's not gonna be exactly the same, and I'll explain to you what I mean. Instead of the tutorials, I'm gonna be giving a tutorial, but a different tutorial. I'm gonna explain every single redstone component, what it does, how you can put it inside of your redstone builds, and that's going to be the topic of the next upcoming videos. But you should have, and I really hope you do, you should have one big main question that should be really bothering you. Why should you trust me, a mortal Minecrafter, the most mortal Minecraft? I mean, you cannot get mortaler. I am the mortalist, all right? I'm just... How can you trust me to give you good tips about your redstone builds? Well, let me show you. I think a demonstration of my latest and maybe favorite redstone build should cover that up. I don't know, you decide after the video. Right, let's hop right into it. I'm just going to stick it in here right now for 1 second. This is the Silver Potato from Mortal Minecraft. And for those of you who don't know, Mortal Minecraft is just really normal Minecraft, but for mortals, intro. This, my friends, is my Tic Tac Toe machine. You know Tic Tac Toe, the game, X's and crosses and O's, and you had to get 3 in a row. You know that game. So I made this. It took a while. I won't lie. It took a while. You've got my backups all the way. You could see that in the corner. I can just, yeah, you can see them all the way around. There's probably one at the back. Far at the back. There you go. You've got some more over there. Just the different stages of how I made this thing. Actually, I had 2 versions. This version down here, which didn't work. Full stop. It didn't work well at all. And now I put my brains together, my few brain cells, and I managed to create this beauty. Hello there, pig. Which works. It works just fine. So let me explain to you how this thing works, how the game works. As you can see, I've divided the build into, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 main parts by the colors. Of course, you have the screen bit, which is 2 parts. You have 2 colors. You have the red and the blue. You have the brain bit, I like to call it, which is the orange and the brown. We have the piston feed tape. I will explain that in a moment. Most of you probably already know that, some of you at least. And the gray part, which is the wiring into everything, and the control panel, of course. So now let's get explaining. Number 1, the screen bit. To show you the screen bit, I'm going to take my time from it. I'm just going to fly all the way up to one of the earlier backups, one of the earlier duplicates, and okay, this is it. This is the base. This is how I started the project. We have the 3x3 lamp screen and this little thing over here. Now this, it looks compact. It's actually quite compact, if I do say so myself. We have this whole thing has 2 functions. You have the X. Do this real quick. Don't want you to go deaf over here. We have the X And guess, I'll give you a guess. And the O, this is a very, very, very circular O, as you can see. We're going to turn this off. And how does this actually work? Well, it's pretty simple. We have each lamp divided into segments. So each line here, each hopper line, or each redstone line, or each repeater line, they all line up into one of the lamps. So each lamp is activated independently. So what happens when we activate the X? When we activate the X, what happens is this observer clock, this piston pushes up this observer, creating the super fast observer clock. If I can just if I can do that. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. If I can do that. And when we fire the observer clock into a redstone lamp, it's so fast that it will stay on. And I use this for the build, of course. So what happens is it powers the block, it powers this redstone dust. That powers both of these blocks, and this observer also detects it. So all of these now are powered. This goes through here, through here, through here, through here. And all of these 5 observers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So all of those 5 are powered now. As you can see, if you can see, like on the right side of the F3 screen, you got the true, false, that's going on in every single one of those. And they're powering these blocks, of course, which are just powering these lamps. As simple as that. Same goes with the circle. Only difference is I have them with redstone lines. I made them with redstone lines, so that they just do that. And of course, they're going so fast. Well, you can see this guy over here. He's just staying activated. He's going so fast. He's being powered on and off so fast. They just stays on. And that's how I built the screen bit. Now, all I did with the blue part over here, I just wired them down, and each box over here has 2 separate lines, one for the X and one for the O. This is the one screen, the second screen, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because there are 9 screens. And whew, well, that's the first part of the build. Let's go on to the second. The second part I'm going to show you. It's not the orange and brown part. It's the piston feed tape part. This is how we choose what screen we're going to mark. So I'm going to activate it now and show you what I mean. We're going to activate the game. There you go. So if we want to switch places, right, so if we want to highlight that, for example, we want to place an X or an O over there, we have to switch places, and all that's really happening here is the piston feed tape is moving these blocks one right, so going all around the circle, and they're just moving on right. And because these guys pass redstone through them and the glass doesn't, so only the only place that redstone will pass is where this block is. So we just shuffle them around. And that's a quarter of the control panel as well. Hooray, I just spoiled everything. Let's keep on going. We can turn it off, and that should turn off. Good boy. So you saw how this works. It's very, very, very simple stuff. This piston pushes it down first. This pushes it over second, up third, and back around fourth. So it just keeps on going in a loop. The fourth and most simple part of this build is obviously the wiring over here. We have 4 buttons. We have the activate game, which you saw before, the switch place that you saw before, and the X's and the O's. Let me just show you something about the activate game. All it is really is a toggle flip-flop, a T flip-flop that shoots this redstone with observers, of course, because it's very cutting-edge stuff over here. It kicks this redstone block to here, powers the whole thing from behind, which powers this stuff over here. If we were to turn this off, nothing would work. And yeah, it's as simple as that. That's the on and off. You saw the switch that only the switch just moves it around with a piston feed tape. And X's and O's, these 2 lines go into the brown part. So that's the fourth part, which I'm going to explain now. It's a bit complicated. Hold on. So for the fourth and brainy part there, what's that? Is that about? For the fourth and most brainy part of this project, this is the part where I had to connect all of my brain cells together. I had to make them interact, which is something I really don't do so often. So here's a cutout of what's going on over here. This thing goes. This is already activated. Why is this already activated? Hold on. This can't be like that. Much better. So this is a cutout, as I was saying, of all of this. This is one screen. So this guy would connect into, I don't know, a X or a no, and this is the other of the same screen. And yep. So how does this thing work? Well, we have the two paths, the X and the O. It doesn't really matter, but I just have to show you what I really mean. What I really mean over here. What happens is when you press the X or the O, let's say this is the X, then what happens is we power this note block, which gets detected by this observer, which is currently powering absolutely nothing, because it's off. Right, so the whole thing is off, so nothing would be powered right now. But if we were to activate this, what would happen is something very simple. These two gravel blocks would get jumped up, enabling the currents for the X's and the O's to go through them. So now this can power this, and the X can be powered, and the O can be powered through these blocks, of course. And the other thing that happens is the redstone current goes all the way through. Why did I make so much redstone dust? Okay. It goes all the way through here, down this observer T flip-flop, which shoots, which shoots this redstone block forward, and that powers both of these redstone dusts. So now they're both powered. That's the highlighting that you saw before. Now is the interesting part. The part where it all clicks in together. I'm going to press one of these buttons. Let's say we're going to press the X. I think that's how it's placed on the actual thing, but that really does not matter. I'm going to press it, and a few things are going to happen pretty fast. Let's see. Okay, so that was pretty fast. Let's slow-mo through it all. Well, as cool as that sounds, and I assure you my voice sounds much cooler slow mode afterwards, I'm going to have to do it even slower to be able to explain everything that's going on here. Hold on, let's do that one more time. Alright, so I push the button right there. What happens is that the redstone line above that is on. It's going to turn off. The observer is going to fire again right into that gravel. That's going to activate the T flip-flop down there with the observer. It's going to shoot across that redstone block. That's going to shoot up the gravel block. There's going to be all the redstone pulse all the way to the left down the bottom. That's going to deactivate all the rest of the line, and the gravel pieces are going to fall. And on the right, the piston retracted, and well, let's see what that gave us in the end. Alright, so we're back in the world, and let's see what we got from that very far too dramatic push of the button. So the gravel piece is still up because this guy is here, is constantly activating this piston. Up here, I didn't show you before, but there's a lever powering these two blocks. So the moment that there's a block over here, this redstone line will be powered, meaning this will be unpowered, deactivated, and that will deactivate this piston. So now what actually happens is when you go, I'm reminding you, this is actually connected to the piston feed tape. So when the piston feed tape activates this, as you can see, it's activated, nothing at all happens, and the X and the O that was put there stays there, which was actually a pretty difficult part. That doesn't happen on my other version down there. That didn't work at all. That was the hard part to make. And what happened other than that is this redstone block got retracted, so now none of these guys are being powered by this redstone block, and what is being powered is this redstone line. So only one now is powered. So let's say this was the X and we pushed the X. So now only the X is powered, and that the same thing would have happened on the O side if we would have powered the O. That took quite a bit of thinking over there, I won't lie. And I've said it quite a few times throughout this video. And yeah, if you can go back into the slow motion if you're a bit confused. But that's basically what happened. We pressed one of the buttons, the entire thing got permanently locked, and only one of the outputs is now on until manually deactivated. It can't do the other thing just yet. I haven't put any effort in trying either. But that's the big brain part. That's the second part. The third part, I got mixed up quite a few times. This is the third part of the video, but I put it in fourth because of the complexity it has. So that's the entire thing. And well, I think the only thing that's left for me to show you is whether or not this thing actually works. So let's go ahead and begin the game. Alright, I'm not going to show you a whole game because these things take hours. You saw how long it took for a switch to go in between the blocks. So just going to have just going to show you a few moves. We're going to activate the game, of course, and we've got it highlighted down there. We don't want to say we want to place an X up above. We're going to switch the place. It's going to slowly take its time, and there, that's pretty fast. Okay, so we're going to press down the X, and the entire thing you saw just before in super slow motion just happened over here. Now this thing is locked, of course, we can see it, but I won't show you, it takes time. You can see it for yourself in the replay. And we're going to switch places. Switch places again, so we want to do it over here. And you might just see that one of the downfalls of the piston feed tape right here is that the piston feed tape has an odd number of blocks. So once every... well, that's very impolite. That's extremely impolite. So once every turn, it's going to excuse me for a moment. That's just completely. I remember using a diamond sword for that. That feels like it was yesterday. Again, back to video. So once in every loop of the piston feed tape, it's going to stay out one. If you can see down there. No blocks are being powered. There are only glass blocks in front of the repeaters. But all you have to do really is just switch it one more time and it will go back. Right? You will? You're going to do that for me? Can you do that for me? Did I press the wrong button? I don't think I pressed the wrong button, dude. Try that again. I'll just skip 2. Apparently it skips 2. Okay, so every twice is going to skip 1, and every twice is going to skip 2 on intervals, I think. So we're going to choose the O this time. All right, now I'm going to zoom I'm going to go super fast. I'm going to fast forward all the way when I get back down there. I want to show you how it sticks exactly the same place. Okay, so we made it, and here's the moment of truth. I'm going to switch places again. It's going to go on the X, but nothing's going to happen to it. You won't even be able to touch it. But it's not going to skip over. It's there, but nothing is happening. So we just skip over like nothing happened. And nothing happens if you press an X or an O. If you're on that guy, nothing happens at all. That was the difficult part to make. That's it for this video, people. I really hope you liked it. It took a while to make, and I'm sorry it's a bit long. It is tiny bit long. Well, if you did like it, then like the video, and if you really liked it, which I really hope you did, of course, consider subscribing. You know, many people these days say it's free. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, subscribe, leave a comment. If it helped you, like, I mean, not if it helped you, I mean, that's the other videos. But if you think I'm qualified to guide you through your redstone tutorials, yeah, leave me a comment down below. Tell me if I'm alright, and see you in the next video, people. Ciao.